So on Saturday we have discussed about the internal security, right? What type of how we can apply the internal security, all those details, right? Sorry, external security we have discussed, right? Get confused.
Today, I think we need to discuss about internal security, Naveen. That
Yeah,
day
yeah.
we
On
discussed.
Saturday we have discussed about the different types of internal security. There is
Yeah.
password resets, activations,
Yes.
okay, and deactivations. Okay. So today, I think on that day we also discussed the different types of internal security that we are going to apply, right? I have shown you some different some images, right? Let me share my screen.
Yeah, user creation.
Like this you have seen, right? You see my screen.
Yes, Naveen. Now we are able.
Okay. So the first and foremost topic, and the very important topic in internal security is OWD. OWD means organization-wide defaults. Okay. So by hearing this name, organization-wide defaults, what do you guys understood about the internal security? What do you guys think that it can do? Any guess?
Naveen, can you show that image once again?
That is just for reference. I just pulled it from some internet, Google. Okay. We are discussing only till manual sharing on these are both things. As part of
Okay.
internal security, org-wide default, profiles, roles, permission set, sharing rules, and manual sharing. Only these four we are discussing here. Okay. The about two are this is a general thing. Okay. This image. Last day also I have given some definition also of OWD. Just random guess, not
Might be the settings which will be applied for all the users in the organization default.
yeah. Okay. That's correct. Okay, so before, yeah, let's discuss the definition of OWD first. Okay. So OWD is like a basic level setting already discussed that we are applying when it comes to internal security. This is the first and foremost thing that we do in the Salesforce when coming to internal security. Okay, whenever we start any new project, Salesforce project, and starting security related work, then we use this option. OWT tells us how other users in the company can access a record owned by us. Okay, this means that the other users, if there are any users XYZ users, how they are going to access my records. That will tell us how that we can decide with the help of OWT. In short, OWT setting is a setting which decides how records of specific objects are available for all the users in the org except the owner. We set the OWT as soon as any new project is created. Okay, by looking at this definitions, it's all fine. I'll just show you. So last day we have created one user, right? Right, we have created one user, no?
Yes, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Okay, this is the Tom Cruise. This guy is Tom Cruise. Okay. Now I am Naveen. How? Okay. Another, there is one more user in our company. Call some Rajesh or whatever. Okay. This is Tom. Now whatever the records that I have created, Naveen is created. How you want to share your records with this Tom and Rajesh? Let's say, imagine you in your organization there are only 3 users. Okay, that is Tom and Rajesh. How do you want to give access to Tom and Rajesh about your records? Okay, this tells us we can decide how to give the access using the help of OWD. Okay, so before that so when you we have created so many records, right? So when you create any record, what are you becoming for this record? What are you becoming for this record? You understood my question?
Owner.
Owner. Owner means you have full rights on this, right? On this record. Whether you want to create, edit this, whether you want to delete it or create it, whatever you want, you can do it, right? But if you want your record to be accessed by Tom and Rajesh, how will you give access? See, now I bought a house. Okay, someone has constructed it, someone has created the house, but I bought the house. Do I allow my house to be owned by some other users?
No.
That can happen only if I give them some privilege, right? Or some, if, let's say there is a, now that house is fine. Let's talk about the gated community or somewhere, right? So we will be buying an apartment and there will be some amenities like clubhouse, gym, some sports and all these things. The flat itself is yours, but the amenities are related or belongs to all the people in your community, right? In your apartment. So everyone can access, right?
Yes.
So coming to your house, occupying your house or what, getting some ownership of your house is a private thing, which is restricted. No other person apart from you or your family will come into your house. But for the common areas, everyone can access whoever is in the apartment. And that too, there is one more restriction. Only the apartment owners within your community can only access those amenities, right? Not some other colony people, right? There is also some restriction, right? You are getting my point?
Yeah.
So in your community, only people in your community will only access all these amenities, right? You cannot call other community member to come and access your amenities, right? There is also some restriction. Owner level, personal level, you have your apartment, which is belongs to you. No one can access or see what is there inside your house. But common amenities, it is shared with everyone. So this kind of sharing, we will be working, we will be creating or setting up this kind of setting when we are working on any object. So OWD is something as soon as we create any object, right? So where are we applying these settings and all? On the objects only, right? Whenever we create any object, we will set up the OWD. Okay. Or first thing that we have to do when we create any object is OWD. What is OWD? We will discuss. Okay. So you are clear the concept. What type of permissions? Okay, we will next in the next few minutes we will completely understand what is OWD. Okay. So in OWD we can set this OWD in three different ways. One is public read write, public read only, and private. Okay. The three different ways we can apply this OWD in the Salesforce. Now what is this public read write? Now this is you are the owner of this, right? Hogan, Samsung Mobile, and this to be you want this record to be accessed by some Tom and other users in your organization, and they can see this. At the same time, they can modify your record also. Like this, they can change the price, or they can change the name, whatever. Editing and read and write. What do you mean by read and write? He can view it, and at the same time, he can edit it. Okay. This public read write tells that security, that the other users in your can org can view and edit your object records. Okay. This is based on the objects, guys, not on the record level. Keep this in mind. Okay. I'm giving an example with the record, but this comes on an object level. Okay. What is public read only? Other users in your org can only view but cannot edit. Got it?
Yes.
View and no edit.
Yeah.
That means the last one private. That means you don't want to show this object to any other users apart from. See, we will create OWD, though you keep a private. Let's say you are the owner of this record, then no other one can see this record. You understood?
Yes.
Keep it as a private. It's a private object. Only it belongs to you. Okay. So that's why this is the private. Okay. Now how we can apply this OWD? Where shall we go? Before that, project scenario we'll discuss. Okay. Let's assume we are working for a car manufacturing company, BMW. Client asks us to create a user that we have already completed, and now we are implementing security OWD. Okay. Let's say we have created an object called car models in BMW. Option 1 is public read write. Along with the owner of the records, anyone can see as well as edit anything in the record. Public read only means along with the owner of the records, other users can only see the record but cannot edit. Just now we have discussed these three options. The client wants to test these things. Okay. But just for instead of creating these all objects and all, let's work on our Samsung mobile only. Okay. Now I'm going to set up Now where shall we go?
Security.
Sharing.
Sharing.
You have to search like sharing, then you have to click on sharing settings.
Okay.
Like this. Okay. Now if you observe, sharing settings are meant for objects. If you look at this drop down, all the standard and custom objects are displayed here. You're seeing
Yes. Yes.
whatever standard and custom objects are present in our organization, all of those are displayed. So on which object we want to work?
Samsung mobile.
The mobile, just select it and click OK. Now see here, if you are looking here, it is organization wide default. This is the setting, right? Here we are doing,
Yes.
right? So what it is having by default? Public read
reader.
write. Did we set up this while creating the object? Do you
No.
guys remember?
No.
We haven't explicitly set up this, right? It came by default. So by
Yes.
default, if the user provides or not the OWD settings, by default the permission the OWD is set up that is given to any object is public read write. This will come by default. Even though the user doesn't give anything here, it will come as a public read write. Okay. Now, how can you change this? Okay. So object, you know what object we are working on Samsung default internal access, it is public read write. External access, we don't want to know about this. This is we don't want to give access to external users, that's why it is given private. Here we don't have anything to set up here, we can ignore it. Grant access using hierarchies, this is again related to roles. This option is there, right? Grant access using hierarchies, this is related to roles. We will not discuss this now. Okay, let's look into only this thing, default internal access. Okay, now when I click on edit, oh my god, why I'm getting all these objects? We are working on only Samsung, no?
Organization consists of all these objects, so it is.
See, by default, this is what Salesforce works. So even though you filter with a specific object that you want, when you click on edit, it will show all these object names. Okay, so we don't have to get confused. We have to look for our correct object and then do the settings. Otherwise, we will be in confusion. Like if you said like this read write, some other objects may be get impacted, right? So better you look for your object correctly and then do the settings. So what and all we have here? Private, public read only,
Public read
public
only.
read write. Three options we discussed, right?
Correct.
These three are there. Okay, now we will see how it works, how these settings will work. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm just for time being, I'm not doing anything. I'm just canceling. So before checking this OWD, how it is working, what do you want? You want other user, right? Did
Yes.
you guys created other user? You want
In the
Tom
name of.
Cruise. You want Tom Cruise. Is he present? Is he present in your system?
No, Naveen, I created Suhas in the name of Suhas, and with his email ID, we actually had some issue.
Okay. So what we have to do? We have to create one record as Naveen, right? Owner
Yes.
also Naveen.
Yeah.
Then log out as Naveen, log in as Tom, navigate to specific object page, that means our tab, right?
Yes.
Then look for record created by Naveen and see what Tom can do on that record, right?
Correct.
This is the test steps. These are the test steps, right?
Yes.
Do you think any other steps are present? No, right?
No.
Okay. So, I feel little bit time consuming here. Okay, I create a record, that's fine. But why do I have to log out and log in as Tom? Can I do it directly? Can I verify directly without logout as a Tom?
Switch user.
No, it's not switch
Log.
user. In Salesforce,
Okay.
in Salesforce, if you are an admin, who is admin?
Now
Admin equal to who has
created
access to all the things in Salesforce.
that's
So you can control all users, all objects, anything. System admin. You are not admin, just admin. You are system admin. That means complete system access will be there with Salesforce. Salesforce system admin, right? So as a system admin, there is a feature for you to log in as Tom without log out and logging and all this stuff. You can directly go to the uh, users page here like this. See here we have Dick Tom, right? This is the test user that I have. Okay. Here I should get some option called login. You can see the edit button, right?
Yeah.
Here beside I should get login button, but I am not getting login button. Why? There is one setting we have to do here. Okay. What is the setting? I will show you. Okay. We have to search for login. We have login access policies here, right? And I click on this, I'm seeing one option. Administrator can log in as any user. This is not enabled for me. That's why I'm not seeing that. I'll just enable this and save it. It's saved. Now I go back to users. See, login button enabled.
yes.
Okay, okay boss. I log in as a Tom Dick. Okay. See what is this? Logged in as Tom Dick
Yeah.
and his username is displayed here. Now he's moving to what? Classic, right? What is
Classic
page?
version.
Classic page.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe do we does this guy have option to switch to lightning?
No.
He don't have. Why he don't have? This is another topic. Why he
Okay.
don't
Because he is
have
not the
login?
actual user.
No, not like that. This is again depends on the profile. Okay, whatever profile. Let's say he has the deals department profile, right? In that there will be one setting. Okay, so we have to give that setting so that Whenever this guy logs into Salesforce, he will be logged into Salesforce Lightning. Okay, and you can switch between Lightning and Classic like that. Okay, you for the time being ignore whatever page it is. Okay, now I click on logout. Oh my god, completely logged out. System admin also logged out. Logged out. Why logged out?
It has moved to another user. He was in Classic, so he logged.
Not like that. See, when any system admin is, I'll just type for you so that it will be remembered. You can remember and take some notes. First thing is we can log in as any user if you are a system administrator. Setting, how to do setting? Tell me. This now you have seen, right?
Under users,
First setting.
login.
Go to login access. What is that? Login access setting. Login access policies.
Then navigate to.
And enable checkbox. And click on this directly. Administrator can log in and as any user. Okay. Save. Right. This is setting for logging in as any user. Then when you log out as a user, your session is also getting timeout, right? For that also we have some setup. You in the setting, you have to go to session settings. You have to search session, and there is session setting here. Okay, here. See, there is a checkbox checked. Force relogin after login as user. You're seeing this?
Yes.
To stay on the same session when logged out other user, then we need to do the below setting. Go to session settings, uncheck the checkbox, uncheck the checkbox, force relogin. Copy. Just getting what is the use of this? I'm just unchecking this, clicking on save. Okay. Okay, boss. Now we are all ready, right? With all the setup. Now let us
Yes.
test. Let us test how the OWD is working. What is the OWD for Samsung Mobile? What is the setting we have?
Means I didn't get your question, Navin.
What was the OWD setting that was there on the Samsung Mobile object?
Public read write.
Just for your confirmation, Samsung Mobile public read write is present. Okay.
Okay.
Now we want our Tom Cruise or Tom Dick, whoever it is, to access this and he can edit. These two things he should do. Okay. Now I'll go to user, login. Okay. What is? Let's add this. Uh, we don't have Samsung mobiles. Are you seeing Samsung mobiles under this user? All right.
No. मैंने पार कर नहीं समझ.
Okay, maybe we are students. Okay, let's work on the students then instead of Samsung mobiles. Yeah, shit. See, now I logged out and it came back to my setup page, right?
Yes.
You observe this, like this it will be working in real time. Okay, now let's look for another object. Maybe we have not given the access to Samsung mobile object for this guy. Student is public read write, no? Student also public read write.
Yes.
Let's work on the student. Yeah, guys, sorry, got disconnected.
No problem.
Yeah, where are we?
You are under students and user settings screen. You are there, and after that it got stuck.
Okay. So let me log out again. See, let's go to students object. Let's look at this record Pradeep. Okay. As a system admin, I'm checking now. Who is the owner? I am the owner. Created by me, last modified by me. Tom Dick is nowhere related to this record. Now I want this record to be visible to Tom, right? Now what shall we
Yes.
do? You have to go to users, your users, and then login button is enabled. I click on this. Now I am in the classic mode. Just click on the students tab.
Okay.
Now here if you look view all is, you just click on go. Then you can see all the records created by other users. What record we need to see? Pradeep, right?
Pradeep. Yeah.
Pradeep is visible. So can I access this record now? So I'm accessing. I'm able to access, right? Now
Yes. You.
viewing is done. What is the next step that we have to verify? Whether this user can edit or not, we have to see, right?
Correct.
Just click on edit button. I am editing marks percentage as 85. Naveen Verma, like that, whatever. Okay, I change the name of the teacher and marks percentage. Pradeep Pradeep name also I'm changing. Pradeep some XYZ. Just click on save. See the changes are applied.
Yes.
Yes.
Name changed, percentage of marks changed, name of the teacher changed, and if you look at this, last modifier is Tom Dick. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Naveen, here owner is saying the Naveen, right? And here it is visible as change. So can we also change that data?
This one,
Yeah.
owner.
Yeah.
Yes. Not
Oh.
we don't have. We will not get option to change now. Did we give system admin access to this guy? Okay. This department. This department. Yeah, maybe we can change that as well because we are giving full read and write access. This is also one of the part of the field, so that's why he is able to change it. Okay.
Okay.
Full access. It's nothing but full access. But let's try delete button. It should not work actually. Oh my god, this is also
And
working.
this is also, yeah, Pradeep will.
Some setting is there in the profile level. That's why it is giving. Okay, that we will talk in the profile level. Maybe the profile this user is having deals department has access to delete the record also. But okay, let's change this thing here. One second. That's the reason profiles we should not assign by default. Any random profile we have to give.
Okay.
Until we discuss about the profile topic, it's not a good idea to give any profiles. This deals department is there, no? This is a profile that I have created by cloning the system admin. That's why maybe it took all the privileges.
Okay.
Let me change to any other thing. Standard user, something like that. Okay. Now I click on login. No, this profile don't have access to these records. Okay. If you observe, I change the profile and is able to see lightning.
Yes.
Counting. So this all depends on the profiles. You will see the settings. Before that, let me go to what object you are working. Student, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's for now I'll share more details about that tomorrow. But for now, let's use this DS department only, and let's forget about the delete and delete option especially. Actually, as if you use the with the OWD, right? Using OWD, actually OWD doesn't allow the user to delete a record. Okay, OWD using OWD doesn't allow user to give delete access of record. Okay, this is done at profile level. Got it? So for now, don't worry about this delete. Since we are able to delete, this is a part of the profile. We will look into it tomorrow. Okay, when we are discussing about profile. Okay.
Okay.
So we just focus on what that user can do now. Okay. Now we have seen read and write. Right now we look into read only. I'm just changing it to public read only. Okay, so what should this guy do now? He can only
View the record.
view the. See, there is one warning: one or more sharing operation has been initiated. See below for additional details. Certain operation may not be available. So that means it system will take couple of seconds or maybe 10-15 seconds to load these changes. So that's why the warning is coming. You should refresh and you have to wait until this warning goes off. Okay, after this warning is gone, then we can start working on it. Now student is public read only. This record, however, it's deleted. Let's look at Rajesh. What all he can do, we will see. This one also will not work because he Rajesh here. I'm seeing edit option. Okay, no problem. I can see this, but still I'm seeing edit option. Let me see this. I'm just changing it Rajesh and changing the name, changing the percentage, clicking on save. I'm still able to do it because of the profile. Let me see the profile once. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll just look into the profile settings. See here one setting is there, no? Standard object permissions. This is saying read, create, edit, delete. Here only we will apply delete settings. Tomorrow we will discuss about this. But for
Okay.
now we will restrict this user to delete and these things. We will not give anything for this object. What is our object? Student, right?
Yeah.
Custom object we have to look. This Samsung mobile don't have any access. That's why he is not able to see. You're understanding now the concept.
Yes.
He cannot read, and that's why he is not seeing. Student, he has access to all these things, but and modifier. Okay, tomorrow we'll discuss. But for now, I'm removing these things. Okay,
It
I'll
means,
just
Naveen, like profile access will take the first precedence rather than roles, correct?
profiles. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm just giving view all permissions here. Okay. I'm not giving create, edit, delete option. Now we will understand the OWD concept. Okay. I'm just saving
Okay.
it. That's the reason. If you start freshly, it will be easy for you. Okay. I log in now. Go to students. I'll open any other record like this.
Now we don't
I'm
have
not
that
seeing
edit
it.
delete option.
Hey, one more thing happened here. I want to share with you. Maybe it will confuse you, but edit button is also removed because of the profile that we have done. Okay, the profile changes that we have done. Okay. Actually, what should happen is, even though the profile having edit button here, you could see edit button here on the top, but when you click on edit and do some changes and click on save button, you should get some error as you don't have permissions to do this or privileges to do this, like you should get. Understand?
Yes, Naveen.
Now, Naveen, now we can't change the OWD setting.
Now it is OWD is read only. Now we will change the OWD settings to private. Now see whether this I can access or not.
What if we do it for the public read write?
Yeah, let's try that.
Naveen, your screen got blank. I mean, I'm seeing like the full green background.
Okay. What about now?
Yeah, now it's fine.
Now I'm
Naveen,
changing the public.
Naveen, my question here is one more question. Here, instead of making it to private, I mean, after enabling here it as private and go to profiles and enable it. So that time it will again allow us user to,
Sorry, I didn't get you.
I mean, here you put it as public read or write, correct?
Hmm.
When you change it to private, will
Hmm.
that edit delete option will
No,
go
you
away?
cannot see that record itself.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
Let's see this first. Still no chance because of the profile. Profile is overtaking that.
Means profile will get the first preference in this
Yes, yes,
sharing,
yes. That's
right?
the reason, right? This is a basic level setting. That's what we discussed, right?
Okay.
So profile will
Okay.
overshadow whatever
Uh,
setting that is there. Okay,
okay.
no problem. No problem. We will see. We'll keep that edit option. Maybe yeah, it will do this. We have to use another profile actually. Okay, now let's see. Now it is enabled. Edit. This is public read. That's fine. Now we will look into the public read only. We'll see whether it will work or not. Okay. Let's look into another record. Okay. Instead of working on the same records, let's look at Suhas. Suhas is created owned by Navin, and we will see whether we can edit. See, now it is working OWD. When I click on edit button, you do not have level of permission to perform. You seeing this?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is how it will work. You can see the edit button, but still when you click on it, it will return this kind of error. Now let's look at private. Okay. private. Okay, I'm just changing it to private. Click on save. Okay, now it is applied. I'm going to students object, clicking on go. See, all the records are hidden, created by other users. You understood?
Yeah.
All the records created by other persons are hidden. That means when you keep a private, you see, if this Tom can create his own record, and this cannot be visible to other users. Similarly, Suhas is created by Suhas record is created by Naveen. That's why and that object level OWD is private. That's why he is not seeing here. If you want, you can create a new record, but still other people's information you cannot access. Got it? You understood the concept now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
This is how it will work. I just have some interview questions for you. Okay, you try to answer this. Okay. Interviewer is saying I have one confidential object which contains my car business deals. Okay. Object name is car business deals. I don't want these records to be accessed or displayed to other users. What type of setting I have to do in OWD?
You need to enable it as private.
Enable private OWD. Very good. Second thing, I want my car discount object records to be open for visibility for all users so they can see how we are giving our benefits to customer. What type of OWD we are applying here?
Public read. It's only visible. Read. Public read.
What about you, Pradeep? Is the answer
Yeah.
correct?
Public read. Yes.
Another question. Naveen created a record in car policy object and we want only Tom, who is manager of Naveen, should give an access to edit and other users should only see the records of Naveen. Okay, only manager of Naveen can edit car policy, but other users in the org can only see. Can we do this with the OWD?
Based on the profile, we need to go and enable,
No.
create.
In terms of OWD, can we achieve this?
No.
By login as another user.
No, you understood the question. I
No, we
have
cannot achieve that.
no, Pradeep didn't understood, I believe. Naveen created a record called car policy record. And this records we want to share only with the manager of Naveen, that is Tom. Whoever other users are there in the org, they should only see it. Okay, manager of Naveen, Tom can see and edit, but other users can only edit. Can we do this with the OWD?
No, I think.
In OWD, what do we have? We have only three options.
Private.
Whether it is private,
Private, public read.
Public read and write.
and that
Read
is
and write.
applicable to single user or all the users.
All users of that
So all the
organization.
users across the org, it is applicable. That's why we don't have any specific setting for few users. Okay, for one user you show public, for one user you show private. We don't have option like that. Okay. Now we cannot achieve this. Okay. Since OWD is for org level. Okay. Similarly, Naveen created a record called car policy object and we want all people in community should be able to see, edit and delete the records of Naveen.
Yes, we can achieve this.
Can we achieve this?
Delete, I think. Yeah.
Yes, we can
Delete.
achieve.
can only achieve view and edit, but not
Delete is not.
delete with OWD. Delete permission is not there. Delete, I told you, na. Delete is getting from
By roles
delete
profile,
option
profile.
profile. That's what.
Yes.
Should never get confused. Guys, OWD just blindly remember it's a basic thing, first level of access given to the users on object level on all the standard and custom objects. Okay, so
Okay.
using that we will get to know whether the records created by one user are being accessed by another user or not. That's it. Records created by Naveen are accessed or edited by Pradeep, Suhas, Manjunath, or they can only be viewable by these guys, three guys, or they can not be visible by with this for these three guys. Only three options we have. Got it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that is up. If I now create a record, that records how other users can access that setting will tell us that is what OWD tell us. Similarly, same thing applies to Manjunath. If Manjunath creates some record, he is the owner of it. Based on the OWD setting, his records may be visible to other users or may be editable or may not be visible also. Okay, got it? Understood, no concept?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now next question. Now in create a record in corpus subject, we want all the people in company should be able to see and edit that records. Can we do this?
Yes.
What setting we have to give?
Read write.
Read write. Okay.
Public.
Tell
Public.
full name.
Public read write.
So there are some problems in OWD we have discussed. Okay, whatever setting we do, it applies everyone in the org. We cannot set the thing for specific users. See, this question is related to that, right? And we
Mm.
cannot, we never stop our working. Oh, sorry, we cannot give delete access using OWD, right? We cannot give, right?
Mm.
We have some basic data access level setting here, just like giving access to objects. So apart from giving access to objects, do we have any other settings here? Any complex
No.
thing? It is just like a basic level access on the objects, right?
Yes.
Okay, that are some of the issues or what do we call cons, pros and cons like that we have no some issues of OWD. Okay. In real time, we never stop working on, we never stop our work only at OWD. We will not stop at OWD. Okay. But internal security applied OWD, that's all. Our job is done. It's not the case. What all are present? We have profiles, permission set, roles, and then manual sharing, sharing rules. All these things are there, right? OWD is just a basic thing, right? If object is very confidential important, then we select OWD as private. Else, public read write or public read only or read only, depends on the situation. Okay. Now, guys, there are some other type of OWD components are also present in system. Okay, I want to tell you that these are not important or we will not use anytime in real-time project, but just for your information I'm giving. Okay. See, there are other four types. What are they? Public read write transfer. This is also one type of OWD setting. This is applicable only for leads and case objects. These are standard objects. That this setting we can apply on what objects? Leads and
Leads and
cases. This gives full access to all the people in the organization. Public read write transfer means you can read a record, create a record, edit a record, or you can transfer from one user to another user also. And there is another one, public full access, and this is applicable only for campaign object. There is another object called campaign, and that is this setting is applied only to campaign object. And one more type is controlled by parent. These are given to contacts and activities. This is also useful in master detail relationship. Okay, so this is being controlled by the parent. If the parent of this setting is deleted, then child will also get deleted from the system. Okay. The other type is use no access view only. This is applicable to price list or price book. Okay, I'll try to show you this in the sharing rules. Guys, you observe here lead object. What do we have? Public, read, write, and transfer. Okay, but we never use this. This is by default given. It's ignore it. Only three things you have to remember: public read only, public read write, and private. What is
Means
other
in
one?
general, for standard objects, that these will be available, right?
For
These
standard or
extra.
custom objects, these are the three things. But only for specific object, they have given additional type of OWDs that we
Okay.
are never going to use in real time. This campaign objects, why do you use campaign objects? If you are working on marketing things, you will go for campaign object. But we are not working on marketing, right? That is a different section. If you are working on
Okay.
contacts and activities, and if you want to keep specifically on the contacts and activities, no one will keep any OWDs on the contacts and activities. If you really want to do, then use this. Price list is again, it's coming to order books or CPQ, these kind of things we will use. Okay.
Okay.
See, contact controlled by parent, you can see. What is that? Contacts and activities. What is the other one?
Activity.
The price book, you see, use no access view only. Price book, see, right?
Yes, yes.
Controlled by parent view. Public full access, campaigns. Campaign, public full access. Got it?
Okay. Okay. Only for these specific objects, we have different.
Yeah, but just for your knowledge, I'm giving, guys. If someone
Okay.
asks you in
Yeah.
interview, no one will ask. Even for admin also, no one will ask. But still, if someone asks you that, guys, are there any other types of OWD, then you try to answer. Okay.
Okay.
What else we have? Yeah, that's all about the OWD. You guys are clear with the concept now?
Yes, Naveen. Only thing is that hands-on, if we do multiple times,
Do
then
it.
that
That's
will be
what.
easy based
And
on the
hands-on
profile.
also, like this you do.
Yeah.
Yours is a base profile. You are system admin, right?
Yeah.
And Tom, don't give any profile. Just give some random profile. Okay. And do the testing in this way, not in this way.
Okay.
Because this Tom is basic user. You are system admin, right?
Yeah.
You can access anything. Tom, we want to test how it is working with Tom user only, not with system admin, right? So whatever setting that we apply, you should test with Tom or whatever user you have created. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood, no?
Yes, Naveen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the reason. See, since this is OWD is being implemented at the org level, and if let's say there is one more couple of users in the thing. Okay, now you want your records to be accessed by this user, and this user's record can be accessed by this user and this user, or like this, or whether delete access, all these things. Okay, this kind of things if you want to achieve. Okay, 1 second. Now this is all done at a org level. Any record that is created by any user can be accessed or not accessed across the organization using OWD setting, right? But there are scenarios where you want your record to be accessed only with specific people, not with all people in the company, right? This user and this user belongs to one group, and these guys only should see those records. Okay, this guy and this guy belong to one group. Only these things you can see. For this accessibility and flexibility, we are having one profiles concept. Profiles means what? What is the profile?
Type of work that the user is going to do.
Profile is nothing but a kind of the group or department in an organization, right? Can I tell like this?
Yeah.
Last time also we have discussed, in an organization there will be multiple kind of departments. Even in your teaching field also, Pradeep, you have science
Yeah.
department, Hindi, English, and the different types of people. Departments will be HODs. We call something, right?
Yes.
So do you guys want your let's say you are teaching some science or computer science, whatever, right? Do you guys want your computer science information to be given to Hindi lecturers or or some Telugu lecturers or whoever language lecturers or any maths lecturers? No, right?
No.
You want to keep it confidential, right? Whatever you are doing.
Yes.
Or there is a admin team. Does admin team share all their expenses, fee structure, or whatever income they are earning with you, with all the teachers?
No. No. No.
So there is segregation of duties.
Yes.
So to achieve this kind of access level security within the different types of departments, we have profiles concept that we will start tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
I give this notes here. Okay. Okay, guys. So tomorrow we will connect. We'll see about profiles tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night.